It's an attack on men's souls. The whole issue of basically seeing sex purely as a hedonistic instrument that is just a means of achieving pleasure. And I think someone said in Europe sex is a fact. In the United States it's an obsession, and I thought that was kind of an interesting thing. And we can't go into all of it, but it's in some ways it's a pendulum of a kind of repression of talking about sexuality as if it was something evil. It's going on a pendulum that's swung all the way into people thinking that sexuality is the meaning of life, and obviously that is not the case. If that were the case, it would also exist in heaven, and it doesn't. But it's the world we live in. There's been a recent book that is entitled "The Porn Generation," has really done enormous damage, both to men and women, but above all, well, to men, in that is they've become so incapable of resisting their sexual desires that they express them in many different ways that are very, very, very unhealthy, which also hurts enormously in them being able to approach and look at women as human beings, as persons, and not simply as sexual objects. When you indulged repeatedly into pornography, or you've already used women repeatedly as an object, it's much more difficult to enter into a healthy marriage, whether it's Christian or Catholic or just a healthy marriage, period. At the same time, women, and this, again, it's not imputing fault, have let themselves be sexualized. That is, they have played right into the hands of the people who want to use them as sexual objects. That is, by their sexual availability, by obviously say immodest is too weak a word really, in the way fashions that you see people wearing that are provocative beyond description, in a way that a person simply of 50 years ago would not believe that someone could walk down the street not dressed, we could say undressed, like that. So you really have a very severe and really something unique, I think, in human history. The deepest depths of pagan Rome, I think there was not the type of depravity that we have currently in our culture.